Hello and welcome to IMAT, the channel that only tells you that, well, I'm Matt, but I made a thing. Alright, today, as you can see in the thumbnail, we're making a nice sign for The Flash, you know, the great TV show that it is. But if you look back at my videos, I'm a little late. Well, this was actually supposed to be October's video idea, and it was supposed to be designed to test out this new sexy bandsaw that I finally got. But it arrived broken, back and forth. 6 weeks later, I finally got a new one. It's finally fixed, set it up yesterday, and it's ready to go. So let's get right into it. Alright, so firstly I opened up Fusion 360, my sketching program of choice. You can also use Photoshop or any other photo editing software, but I initially downloaded the image that I wanted, traced it out in Fusion 360, then exported that at a 1:1 scale so I could print it off as a PDF. And once I printed and cut it out, this is where we're at. So now we got to get to the actual wood making bit. Now for the wood, I've got this lovely old piece of pine and 2 offcuts of Merbau decking. So my plan is the lightning bolt will be out of the pine, and then I'm going to cut these 2 side panels out of the Merbau decking. It suddenly started raining, so ignore the noise, but it doesn't exactly fit perfectly now. I was expecting this, but I'm just trying to shuffle things around. Oh, see, that fits better. And I put this over there. It still doesn't exactly look like a circle. It looks pretty good, but it needs some tightening up. And the circle looks a bit wobbly. I don't know how to describe it, but it's starting to look pretty good. So, how I'm going to fix this... Oh, maybe that's for that one. Yeah. So, what have I done wrong?
A few moments later.
I don't know if you can see it on camera, but... Oh, that one's moved a bit. Whilst the outsides are pretty good, look at this massive mismeasure. I think that's where all my problems are lying. So, I'll fix that up and we'll see how we go. Alright, it's looking way better. There's still some gaps, but I can probably just hide those with filler. It's going to hang high up in my room anyway. But it's the first time with my bandsaw. I'm pretty happy with those cuts. Yeah, let's get to sanding now. Alright, now this is complete, and I might say it looks amazing. I love the contrast between the dark and the light wood, and especially when I give this a stain or a varnish or something to really bring out the grain and the colour of the wood. And so it looks amazing. But something like this, it's just a sign, it's going to sit on my wall. I like things to have a function, and especially when that function causes me to learn something. And so I was thinking maybe let's make some flashing lights. So let's head inside, build that circuit. Alright, there are a lot of tutorials out there that will give you a better explanation than this, but essentially this is a 555 timer. And in this circuit it's in astable mode, which essentially means it's an oscillator. It's using the charging and discharging of this capacitor to turn on and off an output. If you want a better explanation, just Google search 555 timer and you're sure to find something. Anyway, this charging and discharging creates a semi-square wave output. Now that's well and good, but I want these LEDs to alternate. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the output of the 555 timer and I'm feeding one lead directly into the base of the transistor I'm using to connect to LEDs to ground. But for the second lead, I'm feeding that into a logical inverter, which means that when the output is high, one of these LEDs will be on, and when the output goes low, the other set of LEDs will turn on, and these LEDs will turn off. Alright, enough with the nerd stuff. Let's finish this project.
With someone you are. With someone you are.
And bing bang boom, it's complete.